Hello YouTube. Anthony Graziano, Graziano's Garage. My wife and I have a 1994 Fleetwood Southwind motorhome. We try to take it out like once a month. It's just good to make sure she's running right and keeping her reliable. It is on a, if you're curious, it is on a Ford F-53 commercial chassis with a 460. Right now I'm just kind of doing a preliminary walk around that I like to do, checking fluids, try to eliminate any variables I can. Right now, first step obviously is to check battery voltage, because if I can't start, we ain't going nowhere. Which right now we have, I'm not sure if you can see that, we have 12 volts, which that'll work, but I'd like to see a little more. This coach does have a relay to connect house batteries with the chassis battery, so I will probably utilize that to make sure we get a good reliable start. But 12 is not bad. That's usable. So now I can continue my preliminary check, which I thought I would take you guys along with me. So enjoy. Thanks for watching. Okay, so we know we have good battery voltage. 12 was what we had. Ideally, you know, these batteries can go up to about the 14 range. That's an ideal number, but again, 12 is usable. So now, since I'm already here in the engine bay, I thought I'd continue some of the inspections that I have here. So let me try to get a better angle for you guys. So right here is my engine oil dipstick. So let's take a look at that. And that's good. It looks dirty, believe it or not. That oil only has, I want to say, about 1,000 to maybe 1,500 miles on it. It's just, again, this is an older engine. It's got about 60,000 miles on it. So she's got some miles and she's got some years, but she's pretty reliable now. We've done some fuel system work and some ignition work to get her much more reliable now. But yeah, she's, you know, a work in progress. It's these older vehicles, and with motorhomes, excuse me, it can kind of be a gamble, but we wanted to give it a shot. And when we purchased it about a year ago, we got a very good deal on it. We kind of couldn't say no. We needed a motorhome for a couple reasons, so we just decided, why not? And here we are. So we have the engine oil good. Let me see how my coolant level is, which that is right here, this tank. It looks good. That is about all I can check up here. I got wiper fluid, not that that's a necessary thing, but it is good to have. Power steering fluid, always a good thing to check. Power steering is good. All right, now we will do tire pressure check. I have to get inside the coach to check the transmission fluid, but let's do tire pressure. So this is something I thought I would just show you guys, that I try to keep pretty well stocked here. It's just like a bay of fluids that I know we need to keep on hand for any reason. Just some differential fluid, some transmission fluid, engine oil, some more transmission fluid, coolant, and just some wiper fluid. It's just always a good thing to have in a vehicle this size. She's about 30 feet long, so in a vehicle this size with this much storage, it's just nice to have this stuff readily available. I need to put in some brake fluid, some power steering fluid, and some hydraulic jack fluid too. That's something this collection is definitely missing that I need to add. So as I said earlier, this being a commercial chassis motorhome, the tires need to be inflated to 80 psi. That when I realized that, I decided to just put a little hot dog air compressor in one of the storage bays, just to kind of make life easier. And we do have her plugged into a 30 amp at our house, so you know I can use any of these plugs anytime I need to. So that is what I'm going to take advantage of right now and turn this compressor on. All right, I figured I'd start with the driver's side rear tire. Pretty simple. One thing that was interesting when we first got this coach was it is a dually rear end, which I'm not used to. I've had trucks in the past, but not a dually, so this was new to me. How do you access the inner tire to put air in it? And we found these little extensions on Amazon, and they've worked pretty well. So that's what I used for the innermost tire. And let's just see what we got. They hold air pretty well. I wouldn't be surprised if it's already at about 75 or 80 already. Yeah, it's a little low. Put a little air in there. Almost there. I'm sure the compressor's going to kick on any second, which I apologize for the sound. Alright, surprisingly it didn't. There's the other one. What do you guys think? Is it going to be at 80? I think it's going to be at about 70. 75. I think you guys can see that. All right. So that's that. I'm not going to bore you guys with the other 6 tires. It's the same thing. Just rinse and repeat. I'll get you back once we start doing something different. All right. So we are inside the coach here. I thought I'd take you guys on a quick little tour. Turn some light on. This is the kitchen with a little dinette. There's also a couch that is a pull-out bed. Here's the up front driving area. I'm sure there's a name for it that I can't think of, so I'm going to call it the up front driving area. Comment what I should be calling it so I learn. But it's pretty standard. Nothing super fancy. That's actually why we got it. It doesn't have any slides. It's very simple. It had been remodeled. This flooring is something the previous owner did. Fridge and freezer works. Let me turn these lights on. There's that bulb. The fridge and the freezer both work. If I can. Good night. Let's try the fridge. There we go. Yeah, we actually keep everything turned off. The only thing we have on when it's at the house is this small dehumidifier and just a fan to circulate air, just to kind of keep it from smelling or growing mold or anything. It works really well, actually. Which that dehumidifier was, I want to say, like $40 on Amazon, and it doesn't use much power. So we used to have it running, like the AC running all the time and stuff, because we do have it hooked up to a 30 amp plug. So yeah, the freezer looks good. But we decided it was kind of unnecessary use of electricity. Here is the well skylit bathroom. Everything in here works nicely. Here's the bedroom. We got 2 twin beds, which we will eventually be doing some work here, but that's going to be some time from now, I would assume, because I will need some tools and some money for that. Anyway, let's check the transmission fluid dipstick. And this is always fun because in this doghouse, yeah, that's what it's called, is a doghouse. That's where the engine actually is. And it is a good place for creatures to make a home, which, you know, I don't really blame them. It's probably nice and dry, comfortable, but I can't drive this safely with a critter in there. So we have to, while we check the transmission fluid dipstick, we will also kind of make sure there's no nests or critters or anything like that, because there is lots of wiring. Obviously the engine gets hot. That's a major fire hazard, so that's something else I'm going to check while I'm there. And I wanted to have you guys with me in case I open this up and we have a little friend in there. Sometimes that happens, so I thought you guys might enjoy seeing that if it does happen. So let's see. There's some little tabs on the side here of the doghouse that you open up to get this to pop up. All right, what do you think? We're gonna have a critter or what? Because we are about to find out. No critters. Let's see. I don't really see any. It's pretty common to have, you know, little nests, but the last time I cleaned this out, I did a really thorough cleaning, and it looks like it has stayed pretty well clean. So let's check the transmission dipstick right here. Oh yeah, real good. We actually recently had the transmission completely rebuilt, so I was assuming it was going to be fine, but you know, nothing wrong with checking. So we are now at the point where I would want to open the windows I want to use to drive. I'm sorry, open the blinds I want to use to drive. Drop the hydraulics, the hydraulic jacks, and see if she'll crank. But I decided to put the chassis battery on a trickle charger while I wait. My wife's still kind of waking up and stuff, so I'm gonna leave for a little while. So I thought I would just give the battery a little time to charge while we waited. So once she's ready to go, I will come back out here and bring you guys on to watch her start up. Alright, so now we gotta drop the hydraulic jacks, which this is kind of the control panel over here for that. What you gotta do is put it into accessory mode. And I'm not sure if you can see, but I do have a jacks down indicator there. So I'm gonna turn this system on. And then I'm gonna hit over here, retract all jacks. And you guys will probably see the whole motorhome is gonna start kind of shaking around here in a second. Alright, so that should be everything back. I believe I need to put some more fluid in the system because I'm not sure, but I think that's how it knows if the jacks are back, because right now my jacks are all up, but I still have a jacks down light. So you'll see when I go to start it, it's gonna freak out, but it'll kind of over time just realize that we're good. So let's try to start it now. All right, guys, cross your fingers. All right, not too bad. Got good oil pressure. My battery voltage is good. So far, we are looking good. So I'm gonna give her a couple minutes to warm up and do just one last kind of around the perimeter and around the bottom check and take out the lumber that I have under the jack. Take all that stuff out now, and then I'm gonna take you guys for a little quick drive with me. All right, so final check was all good. Everything's out of the way. My gate is open to my backyard. So I just thought I would show you guys the panic that ensues from when the jack system thinks I still have jacks down and I go to start driving. I visually confirmed that they are all up. So they are all, in fact, 100% without a doubt up. But for whatever reason, it just takes a couple minutes for the system to kind of realize that. So watch this. Again, my jacks are not down. They are definitely up. So it's just, I'm assuming I need to put some more fluid in the reservoir, because I'm guessing that's how the system knows it is empty or full, by the amount of fluid in the reservoir. So that's 100% on me. I'm not trying to blame the system at all. It works as it should. So but let's back out and go for a little drive. See, there we go. Now it knows. So like I said, after a minute or two, it kind of figures it out and we're good. But yeah, go for a little drive here. Thanks for watching today, guys. I got the RV all covered. Well, my wife and I did. This is a pain to do by yourself. But it's all covered and ready to sit for a while. But thanks for watching. I think next is going to be a portable workbench build series. Probably going to try to do the base first and then kind of work my way up after that. But that'll be coming up soon. So thanks for watching Graziano's Garage.